and you learn to use your illusion.
Losers! This is the losers match, Alone versus Grape on Neo-Electric Circuit. So the loser of the losers match, of course, gets knocked out completely. But the winner of the losers match will be able to move on into the final game to face Calm. So either way, this should be fun. I'm trying to decide how many games I actually want to commentate from the round of 24. I knew I had to do this first group, just because it's Group A, it's got Flash in it, you need it. Except, up at the 2 o'clock position is a graphic, oh never mind, it's a hatchery in blue. Meaning, that is Alone up there. He's all alone. And Grape is at the 5 o'clock position in beige. Yes, I'm trying to decide which series I actually want to cast. Gotta do the Stork one, of course. Once the Stork one comes along, I can do that one. And the Jaedong one is coming up, I'm sure. Not sure if that's the same one as the Stork one. No, I don't think it is. I think Jaedong has his own little group going on later. And I think the most interesting story of this round of 24 is Haya. Because Haya, as you know, does not have a team anymore. Hwasea and Oz disbanded, and Haya did not get picked up by Team 8 with Killer and Jaedong. So, Haya is going to play without a team, and that is hilarious. I definitely have to cast Haya's group, because that would be absolutely hilarious to see Haya. If Haya wins without a team, that would be legendary. In the round of 16 without a team, he'll get to wear like freaking hoodie or something, playing in a hoodie, has no markings on it whatsoever. Be freaking sweet. Plus he can pull out the drum, his epic drum that he used against Jaedong, and his trap cards. Oh, you gotta love Haya. True Rafflecopter heir. Now, I've been hoping to find another heir to the Rafflecopter throne. Of course, we had Go-Go, the first Rafflecopter, then it moved on to Haya, another equally ridiculous player. And I was hoping to find another one in the form of Turn, because the Terran player Turn has been doing great at ridiculous things, but this drone is getting awfully close to taken down by freaking Grape. He's getting close. Oh, he takes out the drone. Yikes, that's a very bad early game loss for Alone. When you lose a drone this early in the game, that just snowballs. The disadvantage snowballs to a point that you can't even get back in the game anymore. So, hopefully Alone can even things up a little bit better later. Of course, if a drone can stay in red for a long time while it's fighting to put down the second base, which he was trying to do, Alone was trying to throw down that second base. I think he eventually went for his third. Yeah, he went for the third as his second, and he'll go for the natural expansion later. But you can keep that drone in red as long as you get down the hatchery. got squished by the particle beams. And I definitely saw a look from Alone earlier. They panned away as soon as he was starting to say something, but I could tell he was muttering under his breath like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. But okay, the drone yellow drone does manage to throw down the natural expansion that time. So Grape looking inwardly victorious. And there's the first cannon coming down. He put the gateway down first because he knew he had blocked the second base. He'd done some great harassment in taking down that drone early, so why not? Throw down the gateway and get a bit of a tech boost before throwing down the cannon. Just one single cannon at the front. The second base already up and mining for Grape. And here comes the lair for Alone. Not Princess. I refuse to say Princess. If he were a girl, maybe. But I'm not gonna call a dude Princess. Are you kidding me? Alright. The assimilator coming down at the second base for Grape. Still there's that one cannon I see, and he's going out to scout again with another probe. Okay, so hopefully Grape doesn't fall to another Hydraless break in this game. That's just been the majority of PvZ fails as of late. Not enough cannons, making for just Hydra breaks all over the place. Although in Grape's last game against Calm, he had quite a few cannons. He was ready with the cannons, but he just didn't have the ground troops to cover it. It's very sad. But okay, Grape is trying to sneak inside that main, get a little bit of additional scouting. Just can't make it past the Zerglings. Alone chasing him away. Got those princess Zerglings very daintily chasing the probe away from the natural expansion. So he could put down whatever the hell building he wants and not get it scouted. But this Overlord is going to go down pretty soon. It did not go to the high ground area where it could not be found and destroyed like that. So yes, the Dragoon takes it down pretty swiftly. Okay, the probe still trying to get in to scout, but Alone, I think he just took out the probe. Yeah, he just made the probe explode, so it did not get in to see the Spire coming up and see Alone going into more of a standard type of build. Another cannon, the front for Grape, and the robotics facility again, so he's going to try another Corsair-Reaver type of build. I've seen him go for this recently. I forget what game that was in the Pro League, where he did go for a Corsair-Reaver build. But I believe that build was shut down, if I remember correctly. God, my memories are kind of hazy of Pro League games, just because there's so damn many of them. But, okay, here comes more hatcheries coming up for Alone. This is his first-person view. Let's see, getting that. He finds the Corsair. Corsair coming in to scout everything. Scouts the amount of hatcheries and everything. Let's see. Another extractor on the way for Alone, and he's building his Hydralist in right this second. Love you can see the Hydralist in built before it's even built. Love that first-person view. But okay, the Scourge coming down, going to try to intercept this Corsair. Should be able to do it. The Scourge are ahead of the Corsair. Just got to get in there, get a nice sneak attack going on the Corsair. One Scourge lands. Grape not quite prepared, but just the shield damage and a little bit of like 30 additional damage on that Corsair. So the Corsair is okay for now. Going to try to hang by the photon cannon while it gets up its shield again. Okay, small troop moving out for Grape, it seems. There's a +1 upgrade being researched for the Corsairs just to support this Corsair-Reaver build. Now, most Protoss players recently who have gone for Corsair-Reaver have failed pretty immensely, because while it's a powerful build when it works correctly, if you get one dud Scarab, the thing falls apart, which is why it's definitely not my favorite build these days. Although it works better, I have to say, on 4-player maps than it does on ridiculous 3-player maps. Like Pathfinder, where all the Protoss players were trying to go for Corsair-Reaver and it was shut down each and every freaking time. But okay, here come the Corsairs coming up to the natural expansion. The Hydras are already out. Hydra's out for Alone. Should be pushing the front with those shortly. But okay, the Corsair is going to try to find the Overlords, pick off as many Overlords as possible, and outsmart these freaking Scourge. Scourge take out one Corsair. But we do have one Reaver at the front. Now, a couple gateways being built to transition into the ground army after the initial Reaver harass. So it's good that he's switching early. I've seen a lot of Protoss players overcommit to Corsair-Reaver. Use it as more than just a harassment build, which it should be. It should be just for harassment and not for the main part of your army. But the Zealot's doing a pretty good job taking down these Zerglings. Zerglings forced away. So this tiny, tiny little troop still hanging on. It's a pretty good micro from Grape to keep most of his troops alive as he fends off all of the Zerglings right outside his natural. But here come the Hydras now. Hydra's going to be a big force at the front, so they got to bring the Reaver home. The Reaver is home. Going to try to get a Scarab on this grouping of Hydras, but ends up just scaring them away for now. Most of Alone's Hydras are still back at his base anyway. So that attack probably wouldn't have got much done anyway. But here come the reinforcement Hydras moving out into the map now. Here's Reaver can't even get one Scarab off on one Zergling. It was a bit pathetic. Okay. Hydra's trying to find and intercept that shuttle. Oh, burrowed Hydras. Of course, this is a pretty common reaction to Corsair-Reavers to get burrow research pretty early. That allows you to do a sneak attack of the shuttle, and the shuttle coming in now, but he's going to have to be awfully quick because it takes some time to... Oh, he's not even pulling up with the Hydras yet. I guess he's waiting, perhaps waiting for the Reavers to get back into the shuttle. I think he's waiting for the shuttle to get up, but yeah, he never pulled up with those Hydras. Interesting. I thought for sure he's going to wait for the Reavers to get in the shuttle and then pop up, snipe the shuttle. Seemed to be the most logical way to use the burrow build anyway, but okay. The shuttle is still hanging outside, and the Scourge coming into play to intercept the shuttle. So it seems that the Hydras were actually kind of useless in that attack, now that Scourge are in anyway. But now the Hydra is popping up, but did not wait until the Reavers had gotten into the shuttle. At least he took it down. Took down the Reaver right next to the third base. So it finally made use of those burrowed Hydras, but I think he just forgot about them earlier. Okay, we're looking at the first-person perspective of Alone, trying to chase around the Corsairs. He does snipe another Corsair. He's done a good job taking them down so far in this game. Okay, the Corsairs trying to find a safe spot to move in and take out Overlords, but the Overlord's still hanging right next to the Hydras. Hydras moving out into the middle of the map, trying to hunt those Corsairs even more. It's okay. Observer out, and the Dark Templar going to try to do some Dark Templar harassment soon. Grape going to try to sneak into a base to do that. Okay, Grape taking his third base, the third right next to his main, of course. The natural place to take it. And another Reaver out now for Grape. So he's going to try to use Reavers to supplement his ground army instead of using them mainly for harassment this time. But okay, Alone going to try to break through this map artifact. And I might have forgotten about his lurker again, though. He's been forgetting about a lot of burrowed troops right now. But okay, the Dark Templar moving up the map. Gets spotted immediately by this Overlord. And yeah, you can tell that Alone knows about it too. He's going to move up with some Hydras, try to intercept this Dark Templar. Finds the Dark Templar, almost takes it down. But he can still chase it away, still getting hits on it as well. So that Dark Templar going to go down very, very quickly. Another Corsair taken down. Another one. So the Corsair fleet is getting completely minimized by Alone. He's done a great job of picking off Corsairs in this game. And now the Hydra's awfully close to picking off that shuttle as well. Got close, very close to the Hydras. Too close for comfort for the Reaver, I'm sure. It's okay. Shuttle still flying around. It's going to have to do without Corsairs if he's going to continue the harassment, which it seems that he's trying to do. Hopefully he gets a nice scout of all those Hydras that are next to that base. Yeah, he's kind of floating over. He sees the Hydras, but he's still committing to this attack. Trying to... Oh, he gets a few drones at that 3 o'clock base. But that was very, very risky, right next to the Hydras. And Alone could have snapped into action to kill that shuttle quick.